Can you please tell me what's wrong with you, 350Z? You got a new battery, you got a new coolant system, you're gonna get new parts, you can get a tune-up. Welcome back to the shop. In the last video, if you guys didn't go watch it, we did the headliner for the 240. Go check that video out. It's somewhere around here. Hit the link and go check it out. It's pretty cool. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That would also help us where we actually hit 150 subscribers, which is really cool because we did that in like 1 week. So hopefully this week we get to 200. Today we'll be doing maintenance on the 350Z. We'll be doing a belt, the tensioner pulley, and spark plugs. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do spark plugs and valve covers on the 350Z, and it's super easy. Anybody can do this. Even my girlfriend can do this. There's actually one more thing. We do have some more parts for the 240. We got some rare Japanese JDM parts for it. I'm just playing it. They're not rare. Basically what we did is we took out the interior from the 240 and painted them black, but they'll look way better. We'll get on with today's video by showing you guys how to do spark plugs and valve cover gaskets on the 350Z. First, you take off the intake, which just barely has it on. So, intake will come off. Well, first we need gloves. So there's gonna be quite a few 10mm bolts on here, which you're gonna have to break all of them. And I recommend you just leave them in there. Quite a few. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then you got 6 on top. So once you break those off, you're gonna have to take your lines off, and then you would have to take, there's 2 lines over here. You got a line on the back over here, and then you have another line on the very bottom. A lot of people forget to put the bottom one on, and then they have a vacuum leak, so don't forget to put that on with YouTube magic. All right, and then once you get all the bolts off, you can take it off, and then now there is a vacuum hose I was talking about underneath. And don't forget the connector for the throttle body. What we're doing to help us remember where all the bolts go, we have an extra manifold. So we put every bolt into its hole that it came out of. If you guys don't have this, you can use a piece of cardboard. So now we got to take the bottom plenum off. This would be a good time to do your gaskets, but we're not doing these gaskets right now. We are on a budget. So now we'll be taking off these 6 bolts. And then I think after that, we should be able to pull this one up, but we still have to get the fuel. Oh no, it's loose. Well, once we get these 6 bolts off, we can pull it up, and then we'll be where the valve covers are. So the hard part is out the way. Getting to the valve cover is gonna be a pain in the butt because just because of the wire harness, but I mean, you can get it. It's not that hard. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10 bolts on each of them, but we gotta take out each coil pack. Do not get these mixed up because a lot of people like to get these 2 connectors mixed up. One will be right here and the other one will be up there, and you're gonna have a misfire. So don't forget that. What I like to do is I'll either leave it on there and then flop them over and then just start taking them off. And then you also need to take off a hose right here, which just came out super easy. All right, guys, to make it easier, well, for me, I could not get this connector down there for the AC condenser. So what I did is I disconnected the connector that goes to the injectors, and then I disconnected the connector that goes to the camshaft so I can move over the entire harness. This would be a good time to clean up the mess and do your spark plugs. If you guys never done spark plugs, you just want to get the right socket. You can get a spark plug tool, which will come with a rubber thing in here that would help you get the spark plug out by pulling this out. But I'm gonna show you another way how to do it. So we got the right tool. Make sure it doesn't move. Get your ratchet. And that's it. Thin, and that should be it. It's not gonna come out because this is a regular socket. So here's a trick, guys. Get your coil and just stick your coil in there. And voila, that's a super easy way to get your spark plugs out if you don't have a spark plug tool. So we're gonna do that to the rest of them, put the new ones in. These come straight to factory in the 350Z engines. So that's what we're gonna go with. We're just gonna put them in. These already come pre-gapped, so we don't have to do any gapping. And then what I like to do is I just like to give it turn until it feels nice and tight, and then I do a half a turn. And that's pretty much it. Now you just do it through all of them. All right, so we got the new gasket on that I forgot to show y'all guys, but there's the old one right there. You just put it on. And then what I like to do is put RTV on the sides right about there so it can hold it in place. And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna do each bolt, you're gonna go in, out. Just watch.
I know that I'm sick, I really need some help. I've been trying to get a job, but it didn't work out. I've been feeling like a bitch, you know that I'm fucking down.
So I got the other one off. The only reason why I'm not showing is because our neighbors is playing music and I do not want to get copyrighted, but I probably will. But this one is a little tricky. It's not as tricky as the other one because that back bolt in the very back was super hard to get to. But there's another one hard to get to, which is that bolt hole right there. That one's a little pain in the butt to get to. So I'd used a 10 and a super small 1/4 inch ratchet just to break it. And then all the rest, all you got to do is just pull back your harness, pull your fuel regulator out the way, just push it this way, and then you should have enough room to pry it out and pull out the valve cover gasket. My girlfriend over there, she's getting the other one because the ones off of the Part Z are way better, brand new. They feel brand new. Even the gaskets that came off of it were brand new. And these are really, really old and janky. So we'll be taking off that valve cover and putting it on this one. Try to get your edges as clean as possible so the gasket can stick properly with the RTV on these edges right here. So we're basically just gonna clean up this side right here. They're the new valve cover and gasket on. We already put the new spark plugs in. Everything you're just gonna throw back on in reverse. Later on, I wanna do a video of doing the timing chains and all that stuff so I can show you guys how to do it and stuff. With some YouTube magic, it should be done in any minute. All right, Sunday, we were working on 350Z. And we finally got the 350Z to come back alive. And it looks totally different because 2 videos ago, we picked up some parts from the Part Z and we put basically a brand new front end except for the bumper. So it has brand new fenders, hood, back on track. We finally fixed the issue. We had 2 problems. The alternator connection and wires were messed up, and then the pulley, the tensioner pulley was actually messed up. But the funny thing is, when I took off the pulley, it wasn't making no sound. So whenever I put the new one in, tied into the spec, and torqued it down to 27 foot-pounds on the bolt, everything started working fine. And we did have an issue when we brought it home. It started overheating, and then one of the valves, assuming this is a common issue for 350Zs, this bleeder valve likes to crack. That one cracked and it started dripping fluid, so we overheated and we didn't know what was going on. So I put fluid in and bled it and bled it and bled it until I went to the back to bleed that, and once I cracked it open, it literally busted open like that. So I had to go get a new one from AutoZone or O'Reilly's, and we got a metal one. We put it in there, bled the system, drove the 350Z, and now look at that. No more squeaking, no more overheating. My girlfriend's gonna be very, very happy that the 350Z is back on track. Let's just say the 350Z's ride height won't be looking the same anymore. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We have more content coming out for the Z. I'm super excited for this thing. One more thing before we end the video. I decided to take out the parts, the trim for the 240 and painted them black. And this looks like, oh my God, dude, it came out amazing. If you guys want to watch a video of it, go check out my TikTok. You'll watch the whole experience of me doing this and putting it in. My girlfriend's gonna be super excited. I don't have to take her to work no more until this thing has another issue. But I highly doubt it. No, it probably will. But anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog coming out soon. Thank God that this is...
sorry.